All right. We say excellent moment to everyone of us. A good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on our time zone. This is the Global Clusters. And here again today, Wednesday, we have our Genuine Love Revolution. And we are so super excited. We are so glad to have our 002 Genuine Love in the building today. Thank you, sir. Cluster Cypron, we really appreciate you seeing you today. We've missed you so very much. We appreciate you being around. And on behalf of the Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos, I welcome every one of us. And of course, on behalf of the 001 Genuine Love, Ambassador Olayinka Folabi, I welcome everybody. As our custom is, we introduce ourselves into our Genuine Love Revolution video, then we can kick off. Host, kindly share the video of Genuine Love Revolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cluster and Oluwaseyi. I can start now, right?
No, the host will share the video. We'll play the video of Genuine Love, then I'll bring you in, sir.
Okay.
Love is the most powerful force for change. Welcome to the Genuine Love Revolution. This movement is about embracing love, not just as a feeling, but as a transformative way of life. It begins with loving yourself, extends to those around you, and radiates outward to the entire world. Through kindness, empathy, and compassion, we can build relationships that truly matter. This revolution calls us to lead with our hearts, to see the humanity in others, and to create a ripple effect of care and connection. Imagine a world where every act of kindness inspires another, where empathy becomes our daily practice, where compassion binds us together. This is the power of genuine love, and it starts with you. Each small act, every warm embrace, each helping hand, these are the building blocks of a more caring and empathetic society. Join us at Global Clusters as we ignite this revolution of genuine love, inspiring a more caring and empathetic society. Love is the answer, and the Genuine Love Revolution is calling you to action. Visit theglobalclusters.org and be part of this transformative journey. Stay tuned for updates on the revolution, and don't miss a single meeting. They're vital to building the world we all deserve. Let's lead with love, starting today.
Let us lead with love starting today. Yes, we are saying instead of NSAS revolution, instead of Edinburgh Governor's revolution, instead of take it back, instead of all these protests and all this unrest that never yielded anything benefit to our nation, the ambassador, Adekunle Badmus, is saying, let us come, let's do genuine love revolution for nation building. And of course, like I said earlier, we have the 002 Genuine Law Revolution here in person of President Cypher Woku. Sir, thank you so very much. We appreciate you. In the next 30 minutes, you could have us guide us through what you have for us today. We have missed it so much. We know you are loaded. Thank you. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Cluster and Oluwaseyi. I want to first of all recognize the Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. I want to recognize the Global First Lady, the wife, then also the 001 of Genuine Love Revolution, boss lady. So I am actually excited, first of all, for the opportunity to be here again after some time. I actually had a lot of engagements, and Ambassador is aware of them. And also excited for being appointed the 002 of the Genuine Love Revolution. As a matter of fact, this is what I love to do. That's why I'm a relationship coach. So, by the grace of God, through the permission granted to me by Ambassador and 001 of Genuine Love, we are going to be taking this topic by topic every week so that we'll be able to touch every bit, every part of genuine love and make sure that it spreads through us and also manifest in our lives. So that at the end of the day, we'll be able to achieve that which we want to achieve in our families, in our societies, in our businesses, in our country, and the world at large. So today we'll be looking at the topic, the role of genuine love in leadership and influence. I have something I put down. I'll be reading and I'll be explaining to you as we go. Yeah, let's be honest. Leadership without love is like jollof rice without pepper. You will eat it, but something is missing. Yeah, let me break it down. First of all, let's look at what genuine love is, what it stands for. You know, it's very, very important so that it will give us a clearer picture. Most times when people talk about love, if you're not grounded, you'll be thinking that it's about romance, kissing, and all that. They may be part of it, but it does not capture the full picture of love. We talk about genuine love. Genuine love is real love. It is intentional. It is the type of love that sees people as human beings, not tools. It is the kind of love that cares about people's growth, not just their output. It's the kind of love that tells the truth with kindness. It's the kind of love that can discipline, but will never destroy. Genuine love is leadership with heart. Number two, I will also say that this is number one of how genuine love can influence, the role of genuine love in leadership and influence. So number one of it, I've tried to explain what genuine love stands. So now we can look at the role this genuine love can play in both leadership and influence. First of all, leadership is not just about position. It is about emotion. You may have the title CEO, being the president or maybe Mama GO of your church. But if you don't lead with love, your followers will only obey you when you are watching them. I don't know if you have come across this, but if you have not, I have several times. You see people, they are listening to you while you are there. They are doing everything. They are, trying to do eye service, trying to make you happy, do appealing stuff. However, immediately you are no longer there, they will show how they take you. Everything will come out. They will turn back. Those things they were doing, they won't do them again. So there is no love there. They might be afraid of you, maybe because of the power you have, maybe because of what you can do. But deep down within them, they don't really love you. They don't really want to do all those things you see them doing when you were there. You see, in this African setting, we suffer too much under leaders who have the position, but not the heart. They carry big titles, but their hearts are too small to carry people. When I talk about leaders, don't always think it's all about the president. Whether you are leading in your church, whether you're leading in your business space, whether you're leading a WhatsApp group or maybe a Facebook group, you are also part of those I'm talking to. Most times you see people that have powers because of the position where they are. However, the heart is not there. And that is the problem. Most times you see people, mean the subjects, doing all these things I've talked about. When the leader is there, maybe by the vision of the power and what he or she can do, they will decide to do things that appeal them, things that please them. But immediately those people are no longer there, all the subjects will go haywire. That's what's happening. The truth is that real influence comes when people know you care. You're a leader and you care, and have transferred that care into your people in such a way that they are no longer doing to please you just because you're there. However, they are caring, returning back that kindness, returning back that love to you. That's why it's possible for them to do even when you are not there. The next one is love builds trust faster than bribes. Love builds trust faster than bribes. We all know what trust is. We all know what love is now. I've explained it at the beginning. And we also know what bribe is. Let me give you an example. If a teacher gives her students money every day, they may like her. But if she shows them love, listens to them, corrects them gently, defends them when they are wrong, they will love her forever. Influence doesn't come from what you give. It comes from how you give yourself to the people. Let me explain it better. You can love someone because he gives you money. All right? But there's also someone that you might love better that doesn't give you money. If you can hear me, just drop a comment. Say, I can hear you. Yeah, I would like to get your response. Yeah. So to explain this better, there are people, I just use the two different cases, or one case of two persons to explain this. One person, someone that gives you money, you will like the person, no doubt. But you are liking the person basically because of the money the person gives you. But there's another person that doesn't give you money that you might love or like more than the person that gives you money. I don't know if it happens to you, but I know I've seen it severally. It also happens to me, right? So that's what they're trying to explain here. Buying people can be easy, but that buying may not last because of the fact that deep within them, they don't really love you. So it's a call for every leader to embrace love. Let the subject see you as a leader, as someone that cares about them. For example, you're a teacher and they didn't do your assignment, or maybe a student didn't do your assignment. You listen to the person and it was like telling you, oh, this is the reason why I didn't do this assignment. I was sick. I was not fine. I was down. I had a lot of chores to do at home and I wasn't able to meet up with all the assignments. And you were like, oh. Instead of going ahead to punish the person for not doing the assignment, you went to ask him or her, how do you do your chores at home? How much chores do you do? What do you do when you come back from school? Where do you live? Are you living with your parents? Trying to find out what could have made that same person not to meet up with the assignment. That is love. That is what will stand you out in the face of that particular pupil or student. Not the money you are giving them. Yes, because you have shown concern, you have shown care, instead of maltreating them or instead of punishing them, which is actually justified because they failed to do your assignment. You saw beyond the assignment. You decided to care about them. Just the same thing as someone working for you, a staff of yours, coming work late, and you decided to punish or maybe deduct the salary without asking the person, how do you live? What happens every day? Why do you come to work late? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? And listen to them. I am not saying here that every staff is perfect or they have something to read them in recess. There are people that are not serious. Yes, there are people that are not serious. And definitely you have to discipline them because doing law also involves discipline. But it is very, very important you try to find out that this person doesn't really have a good excuse why he or she is missing the work or maybe coming late. It's important you observe this. The next one is love makes people feel safe. And people obey better when they feel safe. Love makes people feel safe. And people obey better when they feel safe. I don't know what to use. If I use politics to do this example, it may not go down well with a lot of people. Yeah, but it would have been the very best example. Yeah, it would have been the very best example. So, when you show people love, people will be safe around you. That's just the truth. People will be safe around you. But let me just give this example. If you are conversant, you can just pick the lesson from it. I am not going into details because of what I said ab initio. So, in the eastern part of Nigeria, there's what they call Monday sit at home. This sit at home is not, is not authorized by government. It's not authorized by government. So by right, but you see people observing it, right? The sit at home is not authorized by government. You see people observing it. Yes. While some people observing it out of fear, which I'm ruling out, there are people that are genuinely observing it. I am telling you for a fact. Now, each and every state involved, they have governors, they have leaders, they have stakeholders, people that are elected, they are in the position of authority. However, the person, or maybe those person they are doing that sit at home for, is not even in the position of authority by people. I don't know if you get. It's not in a formal position of authority. Let me put it this way. But you see people observing it. Even when you see some governors try to pull strings, try to say you're going to come to work, you still see some workers not coming to work. Right? Though this is an example. I'm reading out the fact that some people are doing it out of fear, but there are people that are doing it genuinely because they feel that someone is being marginalized. Therefore, this is what they can do to bring a change that everyone is clamoring for. So this is an example of it. That love makes people feel safe more than anything, and I can make them stand for you. Another good example is Abiola. What happened in the past? If you watch the documentary video, you will see where people were speaking up, regardless of the fact that there were lots of, it was actually supposed to be a military government, if I'm not missing, a military government where you don't do anyhow. But you see people speaking up. They were ready. They were speaking up. They were ready to face whatever that comes, just to tell you that they're standing behind this actual winner they know. You understand? So that's what this particular part means. Love makes people feel safe, and people obey better when they feel safe. Now let's look at the next thing. Love is the difference between a boss and a leader. Love is the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss shouts, "Go." A leader says, "Let's go." I don't know. Try to pick the message. A boss can shout and say, "Go." A leader says, "Let's go." A boss commands. A leader connects. Have you noticed people hardly remember how much their leader earned, but they will never forget how their leaders made them feel. That village chairman who bought rice for the whole community during Christmas, even 10 years later, people still mention his name during meetings. Why? Because love leaves a permanent signature. The next one is love teaches, it doesn't threaten. Love teaches, it doesn't threaten. Real leaders don't humiliate others to show power. Instead, they use love to correct. I'll read it again. Real leaders don't humiliate others to show power. Instead, they use love to correct. Even if someone fails or offends you, a loving leader says, "I'm not angry, but let me show you what went wrong and how to do better." You can't beat that kind of influence. It sticks. It sticks. Love teaches, it doesn't threaten. Why would it threaten? It doesn't need it, because the person is teaching already connects through the care. So they do the thing willingly. So where would the threat come? The next is, okay, let's look at this African example. Yeah, let's take it home a bit. Look at great African leaders we still celebrate today. Someone like Nelson Mandela. He led with forgiveness, not bitterness. That's love. Dora Akunyili fought fake drugs with her life, not for money, but because she loved Nigerians. Fela Kuti, in his own way, used his music to fight for the poor. He did it out of love for his people, not just for the vibe. Love makes your voice loud, even when you are gone. For example, some people listen to Fela's music today, not because of the enjoyment or the vibes or the beats, but to show solidarity. To show solidarity that during his time, he was one of the voices that spoke for the masses using his talent. Yeah, there is part of his lifestyle that we may not agree with or may not love. However, his impact can never be overlooked. The next is love is what makes influencers grow. Love is what makes influencers grow. Now, if you think it's beauty or packaging, forget it, it's not. There are people that are very much beautiful, they don't have influence. There are people that are very much packaged, but they don't have influence. I will tell you that. People follow those who they care, or people follow those who they believe care for them. Yes, I will avoid mentioning names here, but even if those caring that they care for them is not genuine, people still follow them because they perceive that this set of people care about them. Yes, I can use myself as an example. In fact, I get lots of messages on my inbox. Yeah, some people will say, I wish I can be blessed with a husband like you. I see how you portray your wife. I see how you flaunt her, say good things about her. I am so much impressed. I would really love a situation whereby a man like you will marry me, or a man that is God-fearing. And I've got lots of messages. If you are my follower on Facebook, of course, there are some. I don't post them normally, but I have used some of them in some of my lessons. That is one of it. Those people believe that the message I'm passing is the message that people want hearing. They believe that I'm solving the problem they have. Of course, take away the beauty. Of course, take away the packaging, because I'm not even well packaged. I'm not the richest. I'm not. But those ones follow me basically because they believe that the message I pass will bring the solution they need and also help them solve their own issues. For example, if I'm speaking to men every day, take care of your wife, take care of your family, do the right thing, bringing strategies one can use to avert some family issues, it's also helping them out, because you see in some homes, the wives are trying, they're doing their best, talking, while the man is not doing anything. Then, on the other part, there are some men that send me their messages that they love my teaching. So I will tell you that some of the things I do, they don't believe it's possible, but I've made it easier for them to connect. It's not their fault. Don't say, why would they not believe it's possible? We all are Africans, and some of our parents didn't have the kind of love and kind of marriage we are having now. They had a marriage that looks like slave master's relationship, and they trained their kids through that way. So certain things you say, like take your family out, spend time with your family, you mustn't spend outside alone. You mustn't do all that. It doesn't sound clear to them because the kind of orientation they had growing up was quite, or should I say, totally different from the one that is working now. Yeah. So even at home, I've been dropped one. Yeah. Love is what makes influencers grow. That's what I just finished talking about now. People follow those who show them care. So they believe I care about them. That same way they believe those people that are following care about them. I don't want to mention names. That's why I use myself. There are far much people that are better than me. Some do giveaways. Of course, giveaway is not bad. So they believe that these people care about us. That's why they're doing giveaway to help us. That's why they follow them. So influence thrive better when the influencer has a genuine love. I'm skipping the rest to meet up with time. The next, even at home, love is your leadership power. In your home, love is your leadership power. If you're a husband, you're a leader. If you're a wife, you are a leader also. Parents, mentors, elder siblings, you are all leaders. You don't have to command respect when you lead with love. You don't need to command because it's going to flow. Your children will open up to you. Your spouse will trust you. Your siblings will listen to your voice. And that is how you influence without shouting. Yes. Finally, to round up, lead with love or you lose everything. I'll repeat. Lead with love or you lose everything. When I was speaking, I was talking about this earlier. I mentioned the fact that some subjects or followers listen to their leaders out of fear. What does that mean? You are a threat to them. It's just like someone coming to your office with a gun and is telling you, sign these papers. Of course, if you have your number 6 working very well, you're going to sign the papers. You don't have option. But would you do otherwise if you didn't come with gun? The answer is no. So when you're a leader and you're not a good leader, you are a threat to your subject. Everything you do to them is a threat. That's why they're obeying you. That's why they're listening to you. If they have opportunity to kill you, they will kill you. This is as opposed to a leader that leads with love. In which case, that people will genuinely want to serve, genuinely want to follow, genuinely want to make things work without any force, without any compulsion, without any form of threatening. So, let me not deceive you. You can fake leadership for a while. You can fake it. You can fake leadership for a while. You can use money. You can use power. You can use beauty. You can use glamour to shine. You can even use number of followers to fake your leadership. But if love is not in the foundation, it will collapse. It's just a matter of time. Yes. Good example. There are people out there that are doing a whole lot of things. They already have the influence, or should I say, they already have the power. They already have the money. But they are wondering why, when things happen to them, they don't get to see people. They don't get to care. Even if they come out to post sensitive things about them, nobody seems to care. It's still the same thing. They have followers that don't really see them as loving enough. They have followers that don't really feel their care. Because if those followers feel you, see you as a loving person, see you as someone that cares, they will definitely show empathy. They will show love. They show their support when you need it the most. You can use money, power, beauty, or grammar to shine. But if love is not in the foundation, it will collapse. Real leadership, forgiveness. Real leadership forgives, it protects, it listens, it gives, it lifts, and most importantly, it loves. Let's raise a new breed of leaders. Leaders who love people, not just power. Leaders who serve, not just shine. Leaders who understand that every influence that lasts was built on love. So whether you are leading one person or a million, may your heart be full of love, your words full of kindness, and your leadership full of impact. Thank you for listening, and I love you all. I believe in your ability to lead with love, especially with the help of the message you have shared today. God bless you all.
Wow. So we really so much grateful for what you just submitted today. We know you are. This is your profession. We know we ought to pay you. We know, but don't worry, it's on the ambassador. The president will pay you. Thank you. It's been wonderful having you, and we really, really miss you so very much. Thanks for being part of the movement, the global clusters, and thanks for supporting the vision of the ambassador. I'm so much very certain that he was so proud of us today because everything you see, everything you are talking about, everything you are mentioning, all your points that you are noting, I am actually picturing the global president. Everything you said about today's topic are actually centered on him. He has, it's through his genuine love that he has brought every one of us together. And it is through the love also that you, sir, can show up and do this profession of us, of yours, really decided to not mind what it will cost you. Thank you so very much. The ambassador will be so proud and be so happy. And I'm sure this is everywhere. It's on YouTube as we're talking, it's on Facebook, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. So everyone can hear you and everyone can see what we are doing right here. That this is the global process and this is what we are pushing for a better nation. We are so grateful. I have learned my own. I am an educator. I'm a teacher by profession. So you have given me my own size. I've got my size already. So if my students didn't do my assignment that I gave to them, I shouldn't just spank them or scold them harshly. Although I love what you said, although there are some that are nonchalant, there are some that are lazy, there are some that doesn't care, that doesn't want to put efforts into growth. But with love, I can interrogate, I can interview, I can ask, okay, what's happening? What's going on? Having interest, as a teacher, of course, I am a leader, and a teacher also have an influence on the learners to be able to pass any message to them. Thank you. And of course, every one of us that are out there, the professionals, the CEOs, the parents, every one of us, the leaders in the helm of authority, every one of us, we are leader, not just the president, not just the governor, not just those that have been formally stated there as our leader. Everyone, as a youth, you are a potential leader. So you have to learn all this, and this is the best way. Having the interest, people will understand how you make them. They will not forget how you make them feel. Make you feel loved, and they know that you have interest in what they do. They will definitely they will follow you. They will follow you not by force. You don't need to command. You don't need to threaten people. With love, people will follow you. They will do what you want to do, and that's why we are here. It is because of the love that the ambassador has spread across to every one of us that we have been benefiting. That's why we are here. Even as he's so busy on the field out there, we are here telling him that we are grateful for what he has envisioned and that we are here supporting this vision and we are here together. We appreciate you, sir, the ambassador, and of course, the O2, we appreciate you. Please still stay on the line. We're going to be bringing people up for their submission, and if they have questions, they can ask you, sir, and I'm very sure you're going to do justice to that. Yes, host, kindly bring people up for their submission or inquiry from the 002 Genuine Love Revolution, the relationship coach, Mr. Cypran. Thank you, host. Bring people up, let them add their voices to this message. Thank you. Host, kindly bring people up. All right, thank you so very much. Good to have you again, sir. Sir, plus and Olufumilayo Bakari. Good to have you on the call, sir. Sir, it is Genuine Love Revolution, and we are talking about the impact of genuine love on leadership and influence, as has been delivered by the relationship coach, the 002 Genuine Love. Sir, can you hear your voice, sir? Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes,
Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. But I want to give kudos to the president first, and Lotteran Wako. You have really diagonized the topic very well, and it well understood. Like what Costa said, say you have learned something as a teacher, and you're going to make use of them. That means that your lecture today have started to have impact in the life of everyone. But from my own point of view, I want to say that love is an inside outside issue. What I meant to say is that love begins from inside of you, before you begin to see it from outside. How do I mean? When I say I love somebody, because of the shape of our nose or the color. By the time the nose changes or the color changes, there is no love again. Because that my love will diminish. In essence, it comes from within without any attraction. Love does not attract anything. It does not look at race or color or religion or discipline. It just come out on its own. Love is unquantifiable. You cannot measure it. It's different from when you say you like something. You like something based on what you see, based on how you value it. But love goes beyond that. It's unexplainable. It's beyond. Look at what happened, like you said, Nelson Mandela. If it were because of what is the material gain he wants from his country, he will not stand to the extent of going to jail for them. But there's something that goes beyond his own understanding. It goes beyond his own comprehension. That's okay. This is what I want people. When you say you want something for your people, what the generality we embrace, we enjoy, that is love. Love is like joy. You know, joy, you cannot measure it. You can measure happiness. But joy is something that is within you, just come out without any condition. You know, so it's beyond what people can even describe. I appreciate our lecturer today. He has done justice to it. But we, on our own part, should ensure that love is embedded in our daily routine, irrespective of any circumstances, irrespective of any structure, irrespective of ethnicity or whatever. You just love, you show it passionately, you empathize, you put yourself into who that person's present condition, you sort problem for them, problem solving, you know, all those things, you know, making way, people to people, you know, create way, connection, all this stuff is part of what we are talking about. That is love. On this note, I want to submit and say thank you and God bless you all.
Wow, thank you so very much, sir. We really appreciate that. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for your time, for always dropping by to add value to humanity. Thank you so very much. We really appreciate you, sir. Host, kindly bring others up as we move closer. Yes, Mr. Fares, the diction guru, my brother and friend. Can you add your voice, sir, to Genuine Love Revolution? Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Shei, and thank you, our own coach relations, uh, um, coach relationship master. I was almost missing those words. Thank you very much, and I want to also quickly thank our global president, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, and our global first lady, Chief Motraya Badmus, and every noble clusterian. And Mr. Shei, well done. Thank you very much, sir. Um, you made a you talked a bit strong. It's a strong tool, and it should be used correctly. Love leads, love teaches. It doesn't threaten. Then you said something that I love so much. You said people follow those they know care about them. They follow those people. This person is my leader. He's not just there to dictate. I'm the one in charge and using veto power and all that, but he cares about me. He cares about what I am going through. And you talked about Mandela. You said he led using forgiveness. The network was just kicking me out. I'll come in to kick me out again. But the little I was able to catch, I really appreciate. And you also talked about love. You said love amplifies one's voice. Uh, it takes you beyond There's the way people look at you. There's the way they see you. They know you really care. You truly care about them, about their well-being. When they are passing through thick and thin, or they have challenges, they know you may not be able to give them everything. You may not be able to solve all their, or showing them that you care, or asking questions. There's a part I was listening to. I think the network also cut me short there. That when people notice that you care about, the next thing is not to fire the person. You want to know, sit the person down. Come, what's happening to you? Do you have challenges? Is there a problem? Before you fire the person. And that is a very, very strong part that I held on to. Thank you very much, sir. That's the little I was able to grasp. Of course, the network was just taking me in and out. But I really, I appreciate, and I want to encourage all those that will be watching via YouTube and Facebook. And that is what we cannot wait for the government to come and do all that. Start from your own end. Love people, care for them. Not just, it should not just be a word of mouth, like you're just saying it. You have to show it. Love is not just by talking. You have to show it. Somebody is hungry. You have to give him food. Don't just tell him, you'll be fine. Everything is, it's well, it's well. You have to get him something, no matter how small. That's how to show love. Thank you very much. God bless.
Wow, thank you, sir. You say the ones you mentioned are little, but they are the main points, bro, and they are salient, and you really did justice. We appreciate that you're able to catch that, and we have no doubt that you are a leader. We know you are a prominent leader. You're going to impact others with that you have gained today. Yes, I have on the call also my brother and colleague, Placeran Avose Joshua. Sir, kindly add a voice to today's genuine love, talking about leadership and influence. Love based on leadership and influence. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Based on wherever you are in the world. Actually, I haven't been following. Although when I wanted to enter, network threw me out, and I followed through YouTube, but I've been busy. I've not been following, and although the little I could hear some parts from the speaker. Okay, about love, yeah, is what everyone should embrace. What everyone should embrace. All right. So there's this song, everyone we are familiar with it, which is "Heal the World" by Michael Jackson. It's really
All right, that's some network glitches there. Oh, all right. I have another brother here and a colleague also, plus Rahim Kendi Hassan. Can you have the voice on the role of genuine love on leadership and influence? Thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir. Sir, you're live. Kindly have your voice, sir. Mr. Rahim, we can't hear you, sir. Sorry, sir, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yes, you are clear now. Kindly go.
I think the network is a bit. Anyway, the what I want to say about this the love is not just that it's about feelings. It's a commitment we have towards one another. When you have commitment to your friend, your colleagues, your family member, you will check on them, you will be with them, you support them, when even when they are facing a tough time or difficult situation. So you're able to stand by them, you remember them, even if you pray for them, they are going to understand that this so person is with me when I'm in time of need or when I'm facing a particular problem or the other. So to love somebody, you love the person unconditionally without seeking any personal gain or what you want to gain from the person. Based on some prophetic sayings, uh, even if you meet your brother with ordinary smiling, not that you meet your friends or your brother or your colleagues, you now frown your face, even with ordinary smile, it go a long way. It go a long way. During the time of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there was a Jew woman. This Jew woman always she used to abuse the prophet, always, all the time she used to abuse the prophet, until one day the prophet did not see this woman. The prophet now asked, where is this Jewish woman? They told the prophet that she's sick. Oh. The prophet said, no wonder, I did not see her. Do you know that the prophet went to her house? The woman said, you even came to my house, I used to abuse you every day. The prophet said, I did not see anybody to abuse me today. So because of that, and the woman accepted and embraced Islam. So you can see that when you love somebody, it's not about only the feelings. So we can see that it's a kind of a commitment that we have towards one another. And is
Wow, that's some network
we're able
glitches.
to provide solution all these conflicts and challenges we face one another in these countries or around the world. We're able to solve the problem. So it's good to love one another. Let's be our brother keeper. Let's love our neighbor. Let's check on them. What are you facing? Have you eaten? Even with the little things we have, we can share with them. So love your neighbor, love one another. That is the little things I want to add. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, sir. What you've added was never little, it's germane. We so much appreciate that. Thank you so very much for that. We really appreciate your submission, sir. My brother, my friend, plus Rahim, Kendi, Hassan. Yes, host, do we have others on the call? Before we round off, we have just 5 minutes more. If you have others, all right. Want to say a very big thank you to our facilitator today. Good to see you. Sincerely, we have missed you, and we are grateful that you are fine, irrespective of the ups and downs, the bustling and hustling. We're happy to see you again, sir. Our relationship coach, happy to see you, sir. Cypran, we're happy for what you have delivered today, and we look forward. We look forward to more of you. We understand your schedules are so tight, and we appreciate you showing up today to stand in for the global president, for the global clusters, for the 001 genuine love, and for humanity. Because I'm very sure what you have done today is not just for now, it's posterity because it's live on YouTube. It's gonna be there for thousands of years. It's gonna be there till the earth exists. So this is gonna be hard by some people that are not even members of the global clusters, but they are gonna be impacted by what you shared today, and we are so sure that what we want, for our nation, we can get it by ourselves. Are you someone like you? This is what you do as a profession, but you have come here now sharing this with us. I'm very sure an hour with you or 10 minutes with you cost a lot. But here we are. You're getting this value for free. Thanks for what you do to add value and to the progress of humanity. Thank you for the support that you are giving to the vision of the global president. We really appreciate you, sir. And we appreciate the global president also, Ambassador Dr. Bagnos, for bringing this to us. These are what developed nations, this is what they have to make their own people aware of what they need. No matter what you have, if you have all the resources and we don't live in love, peace, and unity, uh, it won't amount to anything. If you have all the resources, just be raw there in the ground. Nobody to process, nobody to use it. It won't be of usefulness to us. If you have everything and there's no love, we cannot enjoy it. It's just amounts to vanity. We're going to be living a vain life if we have a life, we have a world devoid of love. And that is why we are doing this revolution, shouting it, pushing it, and echoing it all over the world, beyond the shores of Nigeria, saying that this is what we want. And when we start loving ourselves, starting from myself, spreading across to the society, then that nation, that beautiful nation that we want, will have it. Even before long, we are going to have that. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate everyone that have listened to us on YouTube and every of our the social media platform of the global clusters. Before we go, we ask ourselves, who are we? We are the community of professionals or upcoming professionals. You are a community of technocrats or upcoming technocrats. You are a community of entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry because we believe that the knowledge that you have is your real power. We share accurate information because we believe that the information you have is like a bridge from where you are to where you ought to be, where we share accurate connection because we believe that to whom you are connected to determine what you collect. Like today now, we are connected to the relationship coach and we are getting real value for free. That's great connection to everyone that wants to grow. And the global clusters is not just a social media platform whereby you have all the features of your Facebook, you connect, or features of your LinkedIn, you meet a lot of people, you have the great connections, whereby you even have the marketplace, you can display your trade or what you do, your services, your products, and sell like a pro all over the world. And even you have the opportunity to make some stipend, make some money for yourself, even as a member. The global cluster is pushing for making Nigeria great again. It's a nation building platform whereby morals is the foundation and morals is the end of what we do. Having everybody behave right, know right, and be right. Tomorrow is Thursday, and tomorrow we do accurate connection revolution. We're going to be meeting with our money collect all the way from the US, teaching us how we can have this connection, maintain them, and use them for our better self. I am Oluwaseyi Odusagin, and I say thank you. Bye for now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and bye for now. Yeah.